Hello and assalamu alaikum to everyone. And also welcome to the ChatGPT and we had a great question and answer session. Inshallah we will make the great question and answer session with ChatGPT on the topic of how to make better decision and avoid regrets. ChatGPT, would you like to talk with me on that topic?
Wa alaikum assalam. Absolutely. I'd love to dive into that topic with you. Making better decisions and avoiding regrets is such an important area, and I'm excited to explore it with you. Let me know what specific angles and questions you have in mind.
Sure. Now start with the why is decision making such an important skill in our personal and professional lives.
Absolutely. Decision making is crucial because it shapes the direction of our lives, both personally and professionally. The choices we make influence our goals, our relationships, and our overall well being. In our personal lives, good decision making helps us navigate challenges, build meaningful relationships, and achieve our aspirations. Professionally, it impacts productivity, leadership, and career growth. Ultimately, honing this skill leads to better outcomes, reduces stress, and helps us live more intentionally.
Excellent, excellent. You give me a very good answer. Now tell me, what does a good decision actually means? It is the outcome or the process?
That's a great question. A good decision really encompasses both the process and the outcome. The process involves gathering relevant information, considering different perspectives, weighing the pros and cons, and aligning the choice with your values and goals. The outcome is also important because it reflects the effectiveness and the impact of that decision. Ideally, a good decision means a thoughtful process that leads to a positive and beneficial outcome. But even if the outcome isn't perfect, a well thought out process is still valuable.
Okay, now tell me, what do people struggle when faced with choices?
People often Absolutely, people often struggle with choices due to a few common reasons. One is the fear of making a decision and facing potential regrets. Another is having too many options, which can lead to decision paralysis. Sometimes emotions and biases can cloud judgment, making it hard to see things clearly. And sometimes people struggle with uncertainty about the future and the potential outcomes. All of these factors can make decision making quite challenging.
Very good. Now tell me, what are the most common factors that leads to regret after making a decision?
Some of the most common factors include a lack of sufficient information at the time of the decision, which can lead to uncertainty. Another factor is not fully aligning the decision with one's values or long term goals, which can cause regret later on. Sometimes impulsive decisions made under stress or emotion can lead to regret as well. Another big factor is, comparing the outcome, what could have been, which can amplify feelings of regret. Overall, it's often a mix of these factors that leads to that sense of regret.
Very, very good. And now tell me, how can someone distinguish between emotional decision and logical decisions?
That's a great point. Emotional decisions are usually driven by feelings, impulses, or immediate reactions, and they often happen without much reflection. On the other hand, logical decisions are more deliberate and involve careful analysis, weighing pros and cons and considering long-term consequences. One way to distinguish them is to pause and reflect. If you find that the decision is based on how you feel in the moment, it's slightly emotional. If it involves a strong thought process and careful consideration, it's more logical. It's also helpful to give yourself time and space to think things through before making a final choice.
Excellent, excellent. Now tell me, what role does self awareness play in making better choices?
Self-awareness plays a huge role in making better choices because it helps you understand your own values, biases, and emotional triggers. When you're more self-aware, you can better identify the underlying motivations behind your decisions and recognize when emotions might be clouding your judgment. This awareness allows you to make more intentional, aligned choices that are in harmony with your long-term goals. In short, the more you know yourself, the equipped you are to make thoughtful and
That's very, very good your answer. Now tell me, why do people overthinking and how can they reduce this habit during decision making?
overthinking often happens with fear of making mistakes, a desire for perfection, or uncertainty about the outcomes. It can also be fueled by anxiety or a lack of confidence. To reduce overthinking, it helps to set clear goals and deadlines, break decisions into smaller, manageable steps, and practice mindfulness to stay present. It's also beneficial to trust your intuition and accept that no decision is ever completely perfect. And sometimes seeking input from trusted friends or mentors can help provide clarity and reduce that mental loop.
That's very good. And now tell me, how does past experience influences the decision we make today?
Past experiences play a significant role in shaping how we approach decisions today. They help us build a framework of knowledge and intuition, allowing us to recognize patterns and avoid past mistakes. However, they can also introduce biases like relying too heavily on what worked or didn't work before. Essentially, our past experiences can guide us to more informed choices, but it's important to remain open minded and adaptable so that we don't let past experiences limit our potential.
Now I'm going to take your suggestion. Tell me, what strategies can help someone stay calm and confident when make difficult decisions.
Staying calm and confident during difficult decisions can definitely be challenging, but there are some helpful strategies. One is practicing mindfulness or deep breathing exercises to center yourself, reduce stress. Another great technique is breaking the decision down into smaller, more manageable steps so it doesn't feel overwhelming. It's also helpful to rely on a trusted support network for guidance and feedback. Additionally, maintaining a mindset and reminding yourself of your goals and past successes can boost your confidence. And of course, giving yourself permission to make decisions can help ease that pressure.
Excellent. And now tell me, how important is seeking advice or feedback before deciding?
Seeking advice or feedback is incredibly valuable because it brings in different perspectives and helps you see things you might have missed. It can also provide reassurance and reduce the burden of decision making while sharing the responsibility. Plus, it can highlight potential pitfalls or alternative solutions that you might not have considered. Ultimately, getting input from trusted sources can lead to more informed and balanced choices, and it can boost your confidence in the decision making process.
That's very good, your answer. Now tell me, what can people do when they make a wrong decision and feel regret?
When people make a wrong decision and feel regret, it's important to approach it with self compassion. First, acknowledge the mistake without being too hard on yourself. Reflect on what you've learned from the experience and how it can help you grow. It's also helpful to take proactive steps to correct the course if possible and focus on solutions rather than dwelling on the mistake. Seeking support from others and maintaining a positive mindset can also help you. Ultimately, viewing mistakes as learning opportunities can transform regret into growth.
Excellent, excellent. Now tell me, how can someone learn from a bad decision instead of discouraged?
To learn from a bad decision, it helps to adopt a growth mindset. Start by analyzing what happened objectively, focusing on the specific factors that led to the outcome. Ask yourself questions like, what can I do differently next time? And what lessons can I take away? It's also beneficial to celebrate the learning process itself rather than just the outcome. Also, practicing self-compassion and reminding yourself that everyone makes mistakes can help maintain motivation. Over time, this approach transforms setbacks into stepping stones for growth and resilience.
Okay, and at the very last, I want to, I want you tell me, what final advice would you give to anyone who wants to make smarter, wiser, and regret-free decision maker?
My final advice would be to cultivate a habit of continuous learning and self reflection. embrace each decision as an opportunity to grow, stay curious, and remain open to feedback. It's also important to balance intuition with rational analysis and to practice patience, giving yourself the time to think things through. Finally, be kind to yourself and recognize that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. With these principles, you will become a wiser, more confident decision maker over time.
Okay, ChatGPT. Thank you so much. You give me the very good answer of my question. Surely it is. It had great question and answer session with you and me. And now I also want to the thanks to the people who are watching this show, and all of you. Take care. Goodbye and Allah Hafiz. Hope we will meet again.
Thank you so much, Abdul Rehman. It's been a pleasure with you, and I'm glad you found the answers helpful. A big thank you to everyone watching as well. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Looking forward to our next conversation.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
You're welcome. Allah Hafiz and take care. Looking forward to chatting again soon.